We would like to bring to your attention a study developing training materials for the online course Project Method in Teaching Higher Mathematics. The study presents the first stage in developing training materials and a model for the structure of this online course. The research is aimed to present the findings of the process of developing training content for the online course Project Method in Teaching Higher Mathematics, namely the selection of content, effective forms of teaching material with a reference to a preliminary survey of Ukrainian teachers and further discussions on the forum. While analyzing the
Добрый день,
possibilities
дорогие
of
товарищи.
implementing project-based
Просьба
technologies in teaching
отложить
higher
все дела
mathematics in Ukrainian technical higher educational institution, we surveyed the lecturers who teach mathematical disciplines in high school. To estimate mathematics teachers' awareness of the project methodology of teaching, we worked out a questionnaire using an open online service and placed it on the high school mathematics teacher platform. We surveyed about 100 teachers of different ages with different teaching experience from Eastern, Central and Southern Ukraine, participated in the questionnaire and the discussion of the problem. Questionnaire consisted of 10 questions. The analysis of the respondents' opinions helped us formulate the purpose of the course. It's to transform the existing theoretical experience on project technologies into easy-to-use educational content, to provide methodological recommendations on how to use the project method with consideration for the specific of the subject of higher mathematics. To define the concept and the structure of the project method in higher mathematics online course, we also use the inductive content analysis method. When choosing resources for analysis in table, we focused on those that offer project-based mathematics learning. Taking into account the structure of the reviewed resources and analyzing volunteers' responses, we shall now consider the concept of the course in detail. Having studied the general recommendations of Leicester Learning Institute regarding to the forms of presenting, structuring and selecting content for online courses, we studied developing training content for the project method in teaching higher mathematics online course. The original version of the course was uploaded to the high school mathematics teacher learning platform in free access. While designing this course, we took into account the concept of creating this platform. We also gave some recommendations regarding course mode. Results of the preliminary survey indicated the fact that the teachers may have no possibility to do more than 2 lessons per week. So the course is designed to last for 1.5 months. The users can start training at any time convenient for them and work at their own pace. Having estimated the maximum time required for each lesson to be 2.5 hours, we determined that the total course duration in 30 hours. The analysis of the results of surveying of mathematical disciplines teachers at Ukrainian higher education institutions gave grounds to state that only 45% of the respondents are familiar with the basics of the project method. 85% of the respondents are not sufficiently aware of the essential characteristics of the project method, and as a result, it's often confused with other methods. 78% of those surveyed do not understand the essence of implementing the project method in teaching mathematics. Only 27% of the respondents believe they are ready to effectively control students' project activities. 74% of those surveyed do not understand how to choose objective criteria to assess project activities and how to recognize the results of project implementation within the overall rating of the discipline. These results confirmed our opinion about the relevance of developing the online course, which will cover the issue of using project technologies in teaching higher mathematics. We took into account the guidelines on developing an online course given by scholars who recommend to use different forms of presenting material: images, diagrams, animations, and so on. Therefore, the materials of our course are presented in different forms. Theoretical part in full text in the form of keynote as a presentation and on video. Practical part in the form of video lessons. Present some results of our research. First, results of preliminary survey. 36% of the teachers equated educational projects with professional-oriented tasks. 26% of the teachers equated educational projects with application-specific tasks. 35% of those surveyed identify educational projects with integrated tasks. That is why a significant part of the theoretical and practical content of the course is focused on comparing and explaining the essence of the above-mentioned concepts. 55% of the respondents think that professional-oriented learning the best corresponds to the principles of the competency-based approach to learning. 46% of the teachers give the second place to the project method. 32% of the teachers believe that in the third place there should be problem-based learning. For 25% of the teachers, context-based learning comes fourth. 35% of the teachers consider the students will demand constant assistance while working on the project. The other 20% assume that the most difficult part of working on a project for their students will be the development of a detailed project implementation plan. 5% of the teachers think that the most difficult issue for their students will be the understanding of the essence of the project tasks. 9% of the teachers believe that their students will require the most help at the stage of analyzing the results of the project activity and formulating conclusions. We also took into consideration the opinion of Im and Chi, who insisted on the importance of using forums for quality research. Therefore, we organized discussion on the platform forum. Especially the teachers were proposed to discuss topics of the online course at the forum. 45% of the teachers pointed out that they were familiar with the basic ideas of the project method. Those teachers were invited to participate in the discussion of the original version of the online course. Thus, 44 teachers took part in the discussion of the course topics. The results of this discussion are presented in table. The table shows the number of those teachers who gave the positive answer to the corresponding question. We made all changes to the program and course materials to meet the needs of its users. The teachers' opinions made it possible to consider the issue of students' assessment according to the project activity as a separate topic. After such discussion, we added the topic mini-project as an effective way to prepare students for the implementation of project on higher mathematics. We took into account the teacher's wish to consider the application of the inquiry method in teaching. Also, through the forum, we obtained confirmation of the teacher's wish to work with the course. Thus, the course is presented in Ukrainian and consists of 12 classes. Thus, using the teacher's comments on the course materials posted at the platform forum, we were able to adjust the learning content, confirm its readiness to be introduced into the process of the further training of mathematical disciplines teaching and Ukrainian HEIs. The analysis of the respondents' opinions help us formulate the main purpose of the course. It's to transform the existing theoretical experience on project technologies into easy-to-use educational content, to provide methodological recommendations on how to use the project method with consideration for the specifics of the subject of higher mathematics. Placement of the course on the higher school mathematics teachers platform allowed for free access to the course materials. The development of the course structure and topics were based on the analysis of the results of surveying mathematics teachers and the existing educational resources provided online education. The teachers' willingness to personally participate in the modification of the topics and materials of the course contributed to their engagement in the discussion of the course development at the platform forum. That, in turn, made it possible to expand the amount of the submitted educational material, forms of presenting educational content in order to the course users' preferences regarding the perception and understanding of educational information. The analysis of the answers of the first users of the course gave grounds to claim that the contented topics offered satisfied their preferences. Among the directions for further research, we outline the introduction of the developed online course for the purpose of improving the readiness of mathematical disciplines teachers and higher schools to use the project method in the practice of training engineering specialty students. Thank you for listening.